The soundtrack, I'll tell you. Whew. Look, it's no Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, but every time I hear this opening song right here, whew, my heart skips a beat. I get so hyped up. It's so hype. Listen to that. Listen to that synthesizer. Oh, it's so hype. We're gonna continue. Is that the one? Your final day trial. Yeah! Oh, God. I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, load it. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I have what it takes. Okay, here we go. Chat, oh, God. Oh, I don't know if I have what it takes. Chat, I need you to believe in me because I don't believe in myself right now. Hello and welcome to another exciting Let's Play. It's girl Kayleigh Alyssa here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney finale. Maybe technically, it's the finale of the first game. Because then there's the bonus episode that takes place after this final episode. Because the 5th episode wasn't originally in the game; it was added later for the re-release. But we're gonna do that. We'll play it. But this is technically the finale of the first game, technically, before we do the bonus episode, which is also part of the first game. Yeah, well, let's just get into it. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Wag! Oh. I don't know why I screamed like that. Well, what's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. This is Studio. This is the studio. I only touched your shoulder. Yeah, well, you know, that could be offensive in some cultures. That could be going a little bit too far. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Oh my god. Oh yeah, she got stun gunned. They forgot about that. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. I'm gonna need all the luck I can get. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? So sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. There's no way she'd still have an electrical charge. That's crazy. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, yeah, pal! Maya? What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go? Oh, how did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? That's true, right? It doesn't add up. He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Yeah, I will. Wow, the district courtroom number 3. Oof. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Huh. Right, well, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's best efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please, bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, and she will now testify. If he wasn't running away, then why wasn't he at home in the boat rental shop? One would assume he would have gone straight back there if he thought he was free to go and he wasn't running away. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So, my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi, you're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. No, Mr. Wright. There's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. Well, he sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Hey, but I wasn't running away or nothing. Hey, went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Oh, I should be pressing, shouldn't I? Oh, my bad. I'm just reading at this point. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, it seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness just testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he was. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible! I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Wait. Oh, I don't even have the... Oh, because when he stun gunned us, he stole the letter! So I can't even use the letter! Oh, well... It's just an impossible... Maybe the parrot? I don't know. Oh, God. Very well, witness. Please continue. I don't know what decisive evidence to use. Use the bird. I'm going to try. But when? But when is the question. So if I pick the wrong time... screwed. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be this same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. But both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. What are you saying? Are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho. Now this is interesting. I would like to know more myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma! Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi, that name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. Allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick. I don't get why Phoenix can't tell the judge that Von Karma assaulted him. Yeah, you'd think that that would be like a very viable option for him in a court of law to mention, by the way, Von Karma assaulted us. You should be able to catch it on camera because there would be cameras in that part of the precinct specifically. There would be footage of them being assaulted by Von Karma. And then that would bring to question everything about this case. And he would be, you know, he'd be facing assault charges. Not only that, but also clearly he's going to be questioned as to why and what does that have to do with this case? You know, like, come on. But no, I get it. How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. He took them. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Well, why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? See, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. How convenient. Oh, what? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well,
What will you do now, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose! There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Your Honor! The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Ah! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Did you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
He did. He did. He was the one who made that proposal. I'm just agreeing to it.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yeah.
Let the parrot take the stand! I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard! Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance! At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot! Okay. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. The witness is ignoring me!
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello, hello. Squawk. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. You have to address her by her name. She won't tell you what you need. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
This is so dumb. Oh, forgot how much I love this game. Should I press?
Hold it! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say? Have you forgotten something?
As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6. Squawk.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, hello, Squawk.
Oh, you tricky bird! You son of a bitch!
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He could never retrain the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Okay. Let's see. What's her name?
Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly, Squawk.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? I don't think so.
Fiancé Polly Jenkins committed suicide after his arrest.
Yes, it does! Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor! The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Right? Yeah. Take that! The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Oh, crap. Well, case summary, victim data, suspect data. Yeah, suspect data.
It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
It's Data, not Data. Oh, Data's a character from Star Trek. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. My bad. I never watched Star Trek, so that's why I get confused sometimes. I'm a Star Wars girl. I see. That is possible. Episode 1 was fantastic. Debate me. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. The Phantom Menace was a fantastic movie. Easily top 6 Star Wars movies. You know what? I'll go so far as to say top 5. Phantom Menace, top 5 Star Wars movies. All right? Yeah. There, I said it.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old.
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Okay, well, hold on. Hold on, okay. Where am I going to find that? No, I know where. I know where. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. The date was 12/28, 2001. 12/28. Okay? Check it out. 12/28. The code to his safe was 1228. Aha! Take that! Right, but what? I know what. Very well, witness, you may continue. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Hello, hello, Squack. All right, here we go. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. 1228. Swat. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to her safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What a reckless parrot. That's funny. The look on his face, too. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Take that! The DR6 case file. What is this obsession you have with this case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? The case summary. It's on the case summary page! The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Shut up. Don't tell the internet my secrets, okay? It's... God. It's not cool, dude. You're making it so easy for people to hack every one of my everythings, okay? Don't... Just be cool. Just be cool.
Objection!
Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number one. Why would you say that out loud? Somebody pickpocket him now. Please tell me there's a pickpocket in the audience. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True. That is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Yes! Do it this judge, I'm telling you. Based. Witness! Tell us your name.
Objection!
Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. acting for 15 years.
Oh, well. Let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this court. This very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent. It kept me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. Well, we won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Ellipses. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Whoa, wait a minute. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Well, then I guess Miles is free to go, right? We did it! On karma. On karma. Where's Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I show no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. Stupidly confessed to DL6, I bet. Yeah, you're probably right. Because he thinks he killed his dad. Accidentally. By throwing the gun and then it went off. As a child, there's no way that he, you know, like, it's crazy. Crazy. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
not guilty.
Watch, he's gonna be like,
objection.
No! That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
I knew it. Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma.
Wait, but that means no.
Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
Whoa, what do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh. What do I do?
Objection! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I've had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean, in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent. He's confessing to a different crime. The crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess so I can watch a clip from the show, the children's television program, Recess. I miss it. I need a little nostalgia right now. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take based on the shenanigans that are happening in the children's animated television show, Recess. Court is adjourned. Personally, I was more of a Hey Arnold girl, but you know, you do you.
I'm sorry, Wright.
That is a good show. You still watch it? Wow! I didn't watch too much Recess. You know, I watched it when it was on for like a little bit. If it happened to be on, but I didn't go out of my way to watch it. You know? Eh.
I've just wasted all of your effort.
Ellipses, pal. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad.
I like both. They're very similar. Yeah. I like Hey Arnold more. Yeah, Hey Arnold is better. Plus, you know, there's great characters in Hey Arnold. You know, and just think of all the vaporwave that's come out of Hey Arnold. You know, like that one song by Flamingos or whatever, Football Head by Flamingosis or something. You know, that one vaporwave song, Football Head. It's a great song.
I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
Yeah, this is crazy, just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case for what?
Huh? Well, isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent!
Huh? Well, what are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real.
No, he's not wrong. They were oxygen deprived. He can't be thinking clearly. He doesn't have a clear recollection of that time. And in fact, even Yanni Yogi did suffer from some memory loss regarding that incident because of the oxygen deprivation. There's no way that Edgeworth could be remembering it. When he was younger and had smaller, weaker lungs than a Yanni Yogi in his prime, physically fit as a court bailiff. And then to think that, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, something like that, would be in better physical condition to be able to handle that oxygen deprivation? No. No, no, no. No, he got hurt. He was worse off than Yanni Yogi would have been. Okay? No, I refuse to believe that he can remember more than Yanni Yogi about that incident. I don't think he did it anyways. Neither did Yogi. As a young cadet, Richie Gumshoe!
The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
Alright, here we go.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He's confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, the pointless, let the defense do the cross-examination. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Frick! Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Kayleigh Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. But if only I can get it to work!
Please, please.
The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
Who was screaming? My hunch is that it was Miles screaming. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials.
What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only two things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case?
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence.
As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator.
So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator?
Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. But then as time passed, and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue.
What did your father do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet.
What was it?
A pistol. I assumed it was the bail of Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
And you picked it up. What happened next?
I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze. Or a daze, if you're feeling spicy. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream.
The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream.
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day.
To this day?
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. Better find out, and quick.
What evidence, though? Edgeworth, can you imitate that scream? Yeah, you know, if you can remember it clearly or, like, describe it, you mean, like, something to work with here. All right, so that's got to be the point where I need to object. Is that scream? I remember it to this day. Present. If that gunshot killed him, why is there a bullet hole in that fucking door? That's what I want to know. It's not possible. If throwing the gun in that direction would have killed him, was he standing? I don't think so, because anytime we see a flashback of that day, he's on the ground already, and Yanni Yogi is by the door. Two gunshots, one hit the murderer. The murder weapon was fired twice. Wait. Okay, hold on. There was a single gunshot, then a scream. And it's under the victim data, or, yeah. 1 bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Objection! Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of it. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded.
That scream. I think I know who actually did the scream. And why it's so memorable. Because we've heard that scream too. In this very courtroom.
I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Look at the victim data on this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice! Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is stated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Yes, I do. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible!
Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. You have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident. You know how much I love saying it.
Take that! Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime, 15 years ago. I can see that the victim... Oh,
sorry. I was just trying to imitate you. Was it a pretty good imitation?
Yeah, that actually sounded a lot like me. Good job, Judge.
Take that. Well, I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon... Oh, I skipped the frame. You probably said something about the door. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photograph proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired where?
Your Honor, please get a clue.
Show the judge the contradiction in this photo. Well, obviously it's right here.
Take that! As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Mr. Wright, What are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright. Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
What else would it be? Order! I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. No, I figured it out. I remember everything now. No, trust me, I'm already there. I'm just going through the motions so that anybody who's viewing who hasn't figured it out, well, they'll figure it out as they go. No, don't worry. I remember everything now. Just watch. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. They couldn't find it. Because by the time they got to the scene of the crime, the bullet wasn't there. It was somewhere else. So what we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? See, now here's the tricky part. Is I have to show my work to get to the conclusion that I already have. I have to provide evidence at the right time during this trial. The correct evidence at the right time during this trial. Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else, who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well.
The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
Yeah, I do.
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright? Why can you not bring up Von Karma confessing? That's the objection. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. If that's a bullet hole in that door, which it clearly is, in that elevator door, it's clearly a bullet hole. Otherwise, glass would be inside. It would be on the inside. There would be some kind of like glass on the inside if it came from outside. And if it's on the outside, then, I mean, obviously there must have been glass on the outside of that door, right? They must have found it. I don't know how bullet holes work. But the point is, well, I guess it's really small, so maybe there wouldn't be glass pieces. But the point is, it wouldn't have gone through outside the door if that bullet never left Gregory Edgeworth's heart. It didn't go through. It didn't go through. It stayed inside the victim's body. So yes, I have an objection. Objection! Your Honor! I object!
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oof. Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Grah!
It must exist. The bullet must exist. If that gun had fired a bullet that had fired a round, there would be a case log for it. Even if it was just fired and nothing happened, nobody died, he would have to file some kind of, paperwork saying, yeah, I fired my gun in the line of duty. And if it was practicing at a firing range, there would be data for that. There would be paperwork showing that he had checked in at a firing range. But it's strange that it would only be one single bullet. Why would he go to a firing range and fire a single bullet? No. If he, a bailiff, a guard, appointed by the state, by the county, had fired his gun, there would be paperwork explaining why it was fired and what happened to the bullet. It must exist. The second bullet.
Well, what? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet! It existed!
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. Really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer!
The murderer?
Sorry. Let's do an Edgeworth there.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about this one. I'm still thinking about that one, rather. So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Is there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah, the murderer has no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
He had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no choice but to take the bullet with him when he left the scene of the crime.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes! The two men fight alongside the elevator. Fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, but I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something that's really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Sorry, I wasn't prepared to do Grossberg today. Hold on, give me a second.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record, my boy.
Wow! You can do Grossberg impression on the spot?
Yeah, it must have been quite a shock for Von Karma, my boy. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first time the last vacation he's taken in as many years of prosecuting. Now, my boy.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man, Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
Yeah, say it now.
Your Honor! There is a suspect. One lone suspect!
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma! Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there?
Bah!
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
And, might I add, hasn't taken one since.
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Yeah, Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Just like with the day of the incident, he left with that bullet still inside of him.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
The metal detector. Boom, baby. Boom, baby! The metal detector! Oh, you came into court on the wrong day when I got a metal detector on me, baby. Trying to hide a bullet? What? What, buddy? What?
All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
It's everybody. It's not a preference thing. It's Phoenix. Everybody likes evidence at a court trial. It's not a preference.
What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Take that! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
Huh? You don't mean...
I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
He's sweating! Ooh! You know what you're on, Von Karma?
The ropes.
What up?
I refuse.
You refuse! But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you! Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use a metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Pun intended. Did you get it? Because he got shot with a bullet in his body from a gun as a projectile with the use of gunpowder. Oh, yeah, I know that sound. Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how we found that oxygen tank, whatever. It baby be this easy. Yeah, it do. Sometimes it do. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. Cue Sephiroth music. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh God, Edgeworth's gonna kill him. No, he's got a really long sword now, all of a sudden. It was you. Good to see you, Von Karma. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet is in my shoulder has no relation to the DL6. Yeah, but we can prove that. But he doesn't know that we can prove that. Oh, that's right. We snagged that bullet. The one that was in Edgeworth, in Daddy Edgeworth. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. Probably can't remove it by surgery. It's too invasive, right? You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. Sure, sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. Oh, what? You were close. One day away from freedom. Or should I say, freedom? But you see, I have proof! What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof! Take
That's a bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. The DNA of a gun. That's right! You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. Yeah, that's usually, yeah. I don't know why I said DNA. I meant fingerprints. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is a bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Oh my. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. Oh God, Edgeworth's turning into Sephiroth. Wait, I know. Hell, I can't breathe.
Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago.
Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Just as you're about to scream now.
Bum 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 bum. Bada 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 bada. Oh God, he's turning to Sephiroth. Mr. Von Karma. Oh my God.
So it was you.
You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my own.
Oh God. Okay. 15 years earlier. So it's 2016. That's when this case takes place. It's clearly it's 2016, right? So 9 years ago. Hopefully all of my viewers were alive at that time. I'm gonna feel really bad if there are like some 8-year-olds that are watching this and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Tell your parents I said I'm sorry for teaching you bad words. So sorry.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
But Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Ugh.
Edgeworth!
It's not Edgeworth's fault that you were breaking the rules, you know? Probably used, like, faulty evidence or something, or who knows? Maybe you were, you know, you asked a witness a key witness to lie. Whatever the case was, that was a choice that you made. You made that choice. Edgeworth just happened to catch you. You made that choice. You chose to do that. It was a shock like none I had ever known.
Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in darkness. I was in the court record room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. And then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew just then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him.
And that's why Misty Faye, Mia and Maya's mom, when she contacted Gregory Edgeworth, the only name he could come up with was that of the bailiff. Because he didn't know who actually shot him. He was unconscious. And he knew his son couldn't have done it. So it kind of makes sense. It does. It really does. That he would have called out Yanni Yogi's name to Misty Faye when she breached the veil and contacted the dead. Of course he would have said Yanni Yogi. Because it couldn't be Miles. And since he was unconscious, he didn't know that it was Von Karma. He didn't see his attacker. So he just ruled out the obvious, which was it wasn't Miles.
Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi.
Oh, yeah, see?
He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge!
Whoa, what?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it!
Very well. Well, at least he was, once he realized he'd been caught. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
not guilty.
Wow, confetti and everything. There's a murderer right there. He's got a bullet in his shoulder. That is all. This court is adjourned. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside, you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Yeah, it was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. I love this music. Yeah, it's great. The victory theme and stuff. It's a good song. Honestly, I could see this being in Pokemon. You know, I was just thinking about that. I'm like, this feels like it could be a Pokemon theme. It'd be like the ending credits. This feels like the ending credits of a, like, Gen 3 Pokemon game. Right? Or, you know what? You know what else it kind of reminds me of a little bit? Golden Sun. It reminds me a little bit of Golden Sun. The ending credits there. This feels like ending credits. Oh my god. This is the music that's going to lead us into the ending credits. Chat, we made it. This is the end of the game. No wonder they use this music here. And now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try. Thank you.
I see. Thank you. Right. You're welcome.
No, this isn't the end. You're not playing the GBA version. I know it's not the end. I know this technically it's not GBA. No, it was the DS. Nintendo DS. It wasn't on the Game Boy Advance. It was on the DS. But I know that. I know that there's a bonus 5th chapter, a bonus episode 5. Right? My kitten. Hey! You're not gonna say anything? No, that's fine. Just make me look like I'm dumb. And just talking to no one in particular. Definitely not my cat. Okay. No, that's fine. No, I get it. No call and response. I was trying to bring you in. You could be like a co-celebrity on my channel. People love you. They loved it when you talked to me last time. Hey! There's barely a sound. You definitely can't hear it over the music. I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
It was on the GBA, released in Japan only! The added Arise from the Ashes in the DS version onwards. That's what it is. Yep, see? See?
She's got you there.
Yeah. See?
Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. Yeah, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Ahem. Whoop. I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. That's not the part she meant. She meant the part where you buy us dinner because we're broke and you have money and we're hungry and you can feed us. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Oh, hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all are great there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Well, just look at you. You would stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Hey, well, let bygones be good bygones, yeah? Here's what I always say. Hey, speaking of which, well... Oh, sorry, I just wanted to try, my Lotta impression. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. I like it. That's just some
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
To me, I went back to college, you know. And I gave up being, try to be an investigative photographer pretty quick, and I gave that up.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh?
Well,
Isn't that the hard I got from the parents? Yeah, I thought I read that here.
huh? Oh, it's over! Nick, my life is over!
What? You weren't even a part of this trial. What are you talking about, Butts? Larry?
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
Oh, Beyonce broke up with him, didn't she? She was too tired while she was overseas. Oh, who saw that one coming? Am I right?
You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick.
I mean, that's kind of a vibe. Like, I would too. If I had the kind of disposable income to be able to, like, move to another country, I would probably, honestly, if I'm being honest, I would move to Paris. I'd move to Paris. There, I said it. If I was going to pick one place to move to, if I had the kind of disposable income to live wherever I want in the world, it's Paris. I would move to Paris. What? Chat, you haven't been there. Or if you have, then you understand. And for those of you who don't understand, then I'm going to take a stab in the dark if you haven't been there. Trust me. Who wouldn't want to live in gay Paris? It's gay, and it's Paris. Okay? They have great bread. And what's the most important thing to me when it comes to food? Look, I get it. They're escargot, they're frog legs, they're whatever. It's all kind of... You know? All that stuff that makes them... People say that they're the greatest chefs in the world. It's the greatest cuisine. It's all bullshit! You know what makes them the best? Their bread. They have the best bread in the world, and I love carbs. Shut up, Sky. Sorry, I love you. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it. It's just, I'm very passionate about French bread, okay?
She's leaving me behind.
I'll keep playing. I'm sorry, Sky. I didn't mean to tell you to shut up. I'm sorry. I'm just very passionate about bread, okay?
Should have seen that coming. Yo, Aggie, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Aggie. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
It's a bill, isn't it? I feel like it's a bill. It's like a tab or something.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Sky, you didn't leave, did you? I hope you didn't leave. I didn't mean to yell at you. I'm sorry. It's just I'm very passionate about bread, okay? I don't want you to shut up. I want you to keep talking.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh?
Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it.
Good. I hope you don't think I actually wanted you to shut up. Because I just really like bread. Okay? Like, carbs are important to me.
Yo, Nick. That's a stupid question there. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
Well, he's twitching. Why are you twitching? Look, is his eyes twitching, his mouth, and everything. Oh my god, he's twitching.
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
If something smells, it's the butts! $38, that's how much was missing that day that Phoenix Wright went on trial in his class. The $38 that was stolen from Edgeworth. Larry Butts stole that money!
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick!
should give the money to their third grade teacher.
Well, actually, yeah, because the third grade teacher was the one, you're right, that she was the one who, like, said, well, I'll pay you back. But Larry wasn't there that day, so he wouldn't know. Oh, wait, no, he was. He was gone the day it was stolen. He came back the day of the trial. That's right. So Larry knows that the money should go to the teacher. God, Larry, so dense sometimes, I swear. Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38! No. No, Larry, it was you?
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? It doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. And then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Who says heh? Who says heh?
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school.
What did I just say, chat? What did I just say?
When something smells,
It's usually the butts!
I know.
really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
What do you mean unexpected? You expected. You're the one who did it. Of course you expected it. Larry! Oh. Well, I'm gonna have more than words with you.
Edgeworth. You should have told me.
No, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Do you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. To death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I had only known, I'd have become a prosecutor!
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
You want to switch, right?
Hi, y'all. Not a lot of it. I'll take a photo. You know, that's what I'll do. I got the fine feature camera. You know, I'll do it. Just gotta use for filming. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after that, dinner on me, pals. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Why was he in detention? Oh.
Whoa, I went a little too overboard yesterday.
They all went out without him. He was in detention. He hadn't been discharged yet. Also, why wasn't he discharged yet? That's crazy. He should have been discharged. Like, he was declared innocent for 2 murders. My head hurts. Oh, that's going to be me tomorrow morning. Briefly. 'Cause when you have 6 beers in a single night and you you know, you're me. Sometimes that hurts your face.
Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep.
Yeah, no, that's relatable, actually. I'll go back to bed and then be like,
I can still get another hour and a half of sleep. Maybe I'll even sleep in until 7:15.
because I wake up way too early in the morning.
What's this? A letter.
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help out Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. She's leaving?
Goodbye? What time is it? God, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station!
Come on, Nick, you can make it in time!
I guess I'm too late.
Hey!
Maya!
I'm more like Baya. I like this music too. It's easily in my top 5 for the series. Yeah, hell yeah.
Nick?
Maya!
Well, somebody say something.
So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Stop her!
Nick, my boy.
Well, wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help!
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end, when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya!
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped!
Evidence?
Shoma has some evidence to clear her up. Misty? The bullet.
A bullet?
Because she's the one who snagged the bullet.
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
I like how he's trying to be comforting.
I just yells, "Take that! Hold it!"
Yeah. Hey, do you think anybody invites Phoenix Wright to weddings, or is he just like banned from weddings in general? Because they get to that point in any wedding where they're like, if anyone has any objection, and like, you know, his like, it's almost like a PTSD, like a Vietnam flashback kind of moment, and he just goes, "Objection!" Just in the middle of a wedding. But he has no objection, but it's just like a muscle memory almost, you know? It's just a reflex. Objection! You're like, you object to this wedding?
And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick!
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
Say something. I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting. In the meantime, I'm gonna go hang out with some girl in forensics. She's kind of nerdy, but, you know, that's kind of my type. Glasses. Cute. Glasses. You know, that's my type. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
Eek! So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya. Go find that waterfall you were looking for.
Right. Oh. Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters.
Not forever! No, she's gotta come back.
In like episode 2, the next chapter.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Objection!
Wow! This has been a great journey. I'm so glad I got to play this again. And with minimal memory of the last time I played it. You know, like I said, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Oh, wow!
And then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
I'm glad I drink while I'm streaming. That way I can play games like this over and over again. And not remember what happened last time.
Oh, Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Hey, man. I've been working at a cheese shop.
Oh my god.
Nah, Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what she...
Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Oh, he's got a girlfriend named Missy now. That's what, his third one? It's good to see where everybody's at right now. That's nice. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, you remember him. So, this is obviously meant to be the finale of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, but as Sky said earlier in the stream, and as I've said previously, there is an episode 5. It's a bonus episode, which takes place shortly after this one. And in that episode, Maya is not there. She's off doing her medium training, her spirit medium training, but I do plan on playing that. Not sure when that will be. If it's going to be Saturday nights or if it's going to be Tuesday nights. I think at the very latest it'll be Tuesday night. I will be doing a Tuesday night stream of Ace Attorney for sure. But maybe I'll do one sooner. I don't know when that's going to be. I have a feeling... I know this Saturday is going to be a busy day for me at work. It's one of our biggest events that we host. And of course, go figure, that happens the day before we're doing our company outing tailgate party at a sports ball game. So, of course, Sunday I'm going to be out all day. I'm not going to be streaming Sunday. Monday, at this point, I'm still working from open to close on Monday solo. So Monday there's no stream. Sunday there's no stream. Saturday there might not be a stream either, because we're hosting one of our biggest events of the year, at least, you know, for like our lunch time. So if anything, I think I would open and then I might have a nighttime stream. That way there's 2 of us there for that. Since my boss can pick up more hours, he's on salary. But I will try to let you guys know when I talk to him on Friday what he wants to do for Saturday. Because he's still not sure, obviously. Oh, Penny. Wow. Forgot about Penny. What can I say? I like a girl in glasses, okay? Just, you know. Anyways, I'll let you guys know when I'm going to be streaming again. At the very latest, it's going to be Tuesday. And then, of course, we have Triple Play Wednesday, which will have our newest lineup, which is Crisis Core at 11 a.m. Central. Half Minute Hero at 3 p.m. Central. The Crisis Core, I am in love with that game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So, if you want to see more of that, you know, Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core, you love Final Fantasy, if you've never seen this game, check it out. Check out that stream. Or if you have, you know, if you've seen Crisis Core, you're going to love it. I'm playing it for the first time since that game first came out. I played it like the week it came out, and then I 100%ed it. And I haven't touched it since. In almost 20 years since then? Oh, wow. Oh, I love that screen. Oh, that's going to be the thumbnail. Look at that. Come on. That's the thumbnail if I've ever seen one. Look at that. That looks like a finale. And that's how they wrote it. Yes, I will save my progress. Because guess what? Look at this. Yes. Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. We gotta do it. We have to. With your help. Chat, I'm gonna need your help. I got stuck on this when I played this live streaming a year ago today. On TikTok. I got stuck. And I can't make it without you, chat. So will you be here for me? Will you help me through this? Because I couldn't do it without you. I can't do it without you. I didn't have the same following I had back then. So I ask you again, will you be there to help me through episode 5, the bonus chapter of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney? Take that! Objection! Hold it! Yes! Pink Maggot, thank you! Sky, I know you're going to be there. Olivia, I know you'll be there. We've got this. We can do it together. Next time on Kayleigh Plays Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Like I said, stay tuned. I'll be posting my schedule probably Friday, at some time Friday. I'm going to talk to my boss, find out what my schedule is going to look like this weekend at the very latest. Because I might be working all day Saturday. At the very latest, the next stream will be Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. Otherwise, there might be a Saturday morning or Saturday night. I don't know. It's not going to be Saturday morning. I can tell you this. It's definitely not Saturday morning. I know that. And I'm going to tell my boss, like, he's dumb if he thinks he's going to open solo and have me come in at 3 p.m. on a Saturday when it's our busiest lunch period because of our tournament that we're having there. No, 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 no. Are you kidding me? The time when we need 2 people is in the morning. Get out of here. Are you serious? I'm opening. And you can show up around open too. And then either we're both working very late, or I'll be out at 5 if you don't want me to get more overtime than I already have. Either way, we both need to open. I'm not leaving you to do a solo on the busiest day of the year for our Saturday lunch. It's the busiest Saturday lunch of the year. I'm not going to let him do it solo. I'm going to put my foot down. Be like, no. Look, we can eat the money when it comes to my overtime. Nah. Sorry, I'm not going to put it through that. He's got a stressful enough job as it is. Anyways, Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what kind of games you want to see me play in the future. And hey, get excited! Because after this episode 5, we're going to do this episode 5. It's probably going to take about, what, like less than a week? I don't know. Who knows? With this week, it's going to be weird, you know? So it's going to be more than just this week. But that's going to put us where we are right now. What's the date today? It's the 10th? Alright, cool. The 10th. By the time, a week from now, it'll be like the 17th. We're already halfway through the week. We finish episode 5. We'll be pretty darn close to the beginning of October. I think maybe after episode 5, we might be able to get away with starting our Spooktober streams. So get excited. We're going to be starting it. Here we go. I'm calling it right now. We finish episode 5. With your help, chat, we're going to start the Spooktober streams. Okay? And even if that just means, hey, we're playing some casual Silent Hill game. I hate it already. I'm going to cry. You guys are going to see a different side. YouTube has not seen this side of Kayleigh. You're going to hear sounds from me you have not heard yet. So, stay tuned. I'm going to cry. I'm going to shake. I'm going to... You know, those kinds of sounds. So, headphone wearers, be warned. It's going to be hard to listen. Turn down your volume. I'm going to scream a lot. I'm a scaredy cat. I hate scary games. But I love to play them. But I hate them so much. But I love that I hate them. It's a love-hate relationship. I love getting scared. But I hate that getting scared. So... I'm gonna go. So now I'm thinking about it, and it's just making me anxious. And I gotta drink another beer before I start turning lights off in my apartment. So I forget that we had this conversation about how scary some video games are. Okay? I gotta chug another beer before I start turning the lights off. Because I don't want to think about it. I'm gonna... yeah, I gotta go. I'm getting nervous now. Chat, let me know in the comments down below what kind of games you want to see me play in the future. Let me know! If you want to see me play Final Fantasy VII, the OG for the PS1. Just give me a big ol' hell yeah in the comments of this video. Until next time, have a great night. Have a wonderful week. I love you all. Bye-bye. 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 Bye!